Los viernes estamos visitando a nuestros clientes y hacemos nuestro viernes de patrocinadores y esta mañana estoy aquí en Tennessee, estamos en Nashville, Tennessee con Michael Phifer. Michael, how are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
Just fine. I'm so happy to be here in Nashville. Tell us a little bit about this academy.
Well, we're Musicians Institute Guitar Craft Academy Nashville, where we teach students to design, build, repair, and finish electric and acoustic guitars so they can go on to have a career in building or manufacturing or starting their own business.
Great. Can you show us a little bit about
Sure.
it? Great.
Come on in. Our main classroom here holds, you can have up to 30 people. This is where they do all their drafting and have lecture time, do stuff with a lot of hand tools and making repairs. So a big majority of their time is spent in the classroom.
So they learn to use the tools, the special tools for the guitar,
Yes.
you know, special dimensions and all.
Special tools that are used for Luthier work. So each student, when they come in, gets their own kit that they will take with them, use while they're here and beyond, and as well as adding other tools to that.
Great. So they have the compressors, everything. This is well equipped.
We have everything that they need here. We've got air lines running to every station, electrical at all tables. We have a supply room in the back with all types of parts and wood, everything that they need to repair and build their guitars.
Can I say something in Spanish right here, very
yeah.
quick? Para todos los amigos, estoy aquí ahorita en Nashville. Estamos en la Academia de Guitar Craft Academy, donde te enseñan a diseñar, a reparar o construir tu propia guitarra, ¿sí? Y bueno, aquí vamos a empezar a conocer un poquito el edificio, la academia en sí. Y aquí, bueno, pues aquí como pueden ver, tienen todos los módulos donde los estudiantes vienen, los enseñan a manejar los instrumentos, o sea, los desarmadores, las pinzas, que son especializados para el manejo del mecanismo de las guitarras, ¿verdad?
Along with the program, every student gets a 1-hour private lesson on guitar or bass per week. All of our instructors are professional musicians that make their living out in the real world, like Brian Nutter used to play with Keith Urban, and Brian Bonds from Florida Georgia Line, Bruce Buckingham, who taught at MI Hollywood for 40 years.
This is how we roll.
So if you're going to build or repair, you need to know how to play and relate to your customer. This is a machine
Yes,
shop.
this is awesome. Oh my God.
We have every machine that you would need to build or repair, and we have here our instructor, one of our instructors, Dave Johnson, the owner of Scale Model Guitars.
How you doing?
Just fine. So, basically, él es un instructor, es un maestro aquí de la academia, que él te va a enseñar a construir, a hacer tu propio, a diseñar, construir o reparar tu propio instrumento. How are you, man?
Good. How you doing?
Your name again?
It's Dave Johnson.
Dave Johnson. What are you doing right now?
Well, I'm buffing out this guitar. So we coat it with lacquer,
Okay.
and then we put on about 12 coats of it. I put that inlay in that headstock there. So now I need to take it from wet sanded like this to where it's level sanded to where it's nice and buffed out like that.
Wow. Yes,
Yeah.
you can feel it. So right now this is your own brand.
It is, yeah, yes.
You designed this guitar.
I did not design. It's a copy of a Gibson SG.
SG, mhm.
Yeah.
Right here, the head. The head is different from the original.
It's a little different, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't copy Gibson.
Yeah, you
You
cannot.
have to change it a little bit. Yeah.
Just to make it.
Yeah.
Why do you pick that design?
This is a custom order, so
Okay.
it's for a friend of mine.
Great.
So I was just kind of just finishing it out. So I'm probably going to assemble it early next week. So
Okay.
he's excited to get it. So I just need to get it buffed out now. This is the good
Is that
part.
that's the color that it will be?
This is what it'll be when it's done. Yeah. So that the top is buffed out. It's kind of a like a burst finish. Right there, it goes from dark. I did the end already right there.
Yes.
And then it bursts in very soft to mahogany.
So can you show us very quick how do you use
yeah.
that machine?
Absolutely. So I have two wheels here. So this would be the medium wheel, and this is the fine wheel. So the way you do it, you start with the medium. So this is a buffing compound.
Yeah.
So you can see my medium is here, the thin is right there. So you always put the compound underneath the wheel. You don't want, if you put it up there, it'll throw it.
Yes.
So everything, whenever you're buffing out, it always takes place right here. like this part of the wheel to this part, because that's moving pretty quick.
Yeah, if you do it right here, it will just
Right.
will be dangerous.
The wheel itself is soft cloth, so but when that's spinning as fast as it is, it can actually throw the guitar. If
Okay.
it catches it, see, it's like a soft cloth material.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the problem is when it's going, it's
Okay.
very soft, and this just holds the compounds.
Yeah.
So when it gets going, you just load it up with some compound. This could actually send the guitar into the ground. That's why you go right here. You never buff up there, always
Okay.
down there. So I'm just gonna pick a section. So as you can see right there, this is after the medium. So I'll work in this area right there, that quadrant. And what you want to do is you get it going, and you always keep the wheel moving, because it's actually burning the lacquer. It's moving it so it's flat.
Mm-hmm.
You see, after one pass, that's what I've got. So I just went from this to this.
Nice.
So then, that's the medium.
Mhm.
So now I can move here to the fine wheel. So this is a fine compound.
Would it make it even better?
It will. So right now, it looks, if you can see that, you could maybe see your reflection in it.
Yes, I
watch
can see.
it right there, but now
Yeah,
watch.
You can see it here too.
So now when I move to fine, and notice I keep the piece moving, and I kind of work in a circle like this, and I'm always keeping it moving. So now look at it. You see the
Wow.
difference? Now you can
Yes.
see your reflection in it.
Yes, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
So basically, and this is probably the last in the process, right?
In the process of the build, right?
Yeah.
That's correct. And then I would, take off. I always mask off the board.
Yes.
Underneath this tape, because that's rosewood.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to keep that nice and clean. So when the tape will come off, then I'll clean up the paint, the lacquer that's left, and then I can put the hardware on and assemble it.
Right now, just to get a little bit more specific with people that probably is gonna be watching the video, when you say the rosewood, do you create it also the neck?
Oh yeah.
Do you
everything.
design it? You put the
Yes.
rosewood on top and then the frets and everything.
That's correct. Yeah.
Wow.
So underneath this, I actually have block inlays in here.
I don't want to.
Oh, no, I need to-
stress your job.
I need to remove it anyway.
Oh, okay, got it.
I'm
So-
already done back here, but if you can
wow,
look here.
that's a real rosewood right there.
Yeah, so
right?
underneath there's the rosewood. I don't know if you can see this, but I have block inlays in there. And they're mother of pearl. So, see if I can get this off of here. So this will be the next step. See those?
Yeah.
They're all the way up the neck, like those block inlays, all mother of pearl. So the frets are in, the binding is on. So now I'll peel the tape off, and then I'll just do an oil finish on
Yeah,
the
which
on the
oil do you
fingerboard.
use? Lime?
I'll use a lemon oil.
Lemon.
I like it. It smells nice.
Yeah.
It just keeps the wood humidified.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So tell me something. Do you do that too?
Oh yeah, this started as chunks of wood. Yeah, this starts from nothing.
You did that guitar just from scratch.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Because usually right now even Walmart can sell you this, right?
Oh,
the
the neck,
necks.
yeah, right.
And then you just put them, but it's so good to have a handmade piece of art. I mean, I believe it when you finish a guitar. I hate Pete Townsend for destroying guitars. I just don't like him.
yeah.
I just don't like him. Someone says that we destroy a guitar. I said, you don't do that. They have soul.
Yeah, they're all handmade. I mean, Gibson, that's what he played for Gibsons.
Remember?
Yeah.
And then he started, and everybody like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's completely wrong. I mean, that
Yeah.
you're killing someone.
Maybe in the 60s and 70s that
Yeah.
was okay. I don't know. It's kind of done.
So, well, here, yes, hopefully that that idea goes, is not in fashion.
But in
anyway,
this one, I did an inlay in the
so this is your
headstock
logo.
too. That's not my logo. That's called the Eye of Horus.
Okay.
It's I'm not sure what it is. It's an old symbol. I'm not even sure what it means.
So your customer wanted that symbol.
He wanted that. He sent me a PDF of that file. So I just enlarged it, sized it up to the headstock, and then cut it out of pearl.
And then
inlaid it.
You designed it. I mean, you cut it and everything.
Yeah,
And then you
yeah.
put it in there, and then you cover it and put the
Right.
lac or whatever it's called.
This is all that when a customer orders a guitar, it's called spec. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to hit his specs.
His
So
spec.
including the shape of the neck, the inlay, the weight of the guitar overall, the pickups that are going to go in it.
Yeah, you got to make the measurements. And which pickups are you using here?
He's doing a full guard SG, so the guard will kind of come up like this.
Okay.
And then he's going to have two P90s, bridge and neck, and then he has a single coil pickup in the middle.
Oh, really?
And then if you notice, it has a 5-way blade switch like on a Stratocaster.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll have 3 pickups. So it'd be a 5-way switch just so we can get that middle.
You're going to have the one here, and then the one here with this one, and then the one here with this one,
exactly.
And all together.
Just like a Stratocaster.
And you know how to do all the electronics inside too, right?
Oh, yeah. So
you finish all this thing.
Yeah, it's ready to go. So everything will fit in there. I didn't drill yet for the knobs, the volume and tone and switch. But
you're waiting for that?
Well, he's going to come over early next week. And I'm going to put the stop tail on it and the guard on it and get it loaded up. And then I'll take pieces of tape, and because it's important where the knob is for his placement.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to tape it right onto the top and get it where he wants it. And then I can draw a circle on the tape and then drill through there and then finish it out.
Yeah. So basically it's a custom made.
This guy opens, he's playing in an opening band. They open for that band Blues Traveler. Mm-hmm. And then Big Head Todd, too. He goes out with those guys, too. So he's playing bigger shows. It's like he's been playing guitar for probably 30 years.
There's a guy, Alex Lifeson, I remember from Rush.
Oh yeah.
He goes, the violin thing. It is so important you do that with the right guitar.
Oh,
and
right.
It fits to your fingers to do the effect. How expensive let's talk about that. How expensive can be to have your custom guitar? Can you give me a number?
It's
from
that. Well, it's kind of a function of time. Like, how long will it take me to build the guitar? So, say here, someone were to order like a guitar from me. Yeah. I have a base price, so it's right around $1,800, mm-hmm. and then the cost of the material. Since everything that I build is different, I don't have a product line. I'm just in here sometimes building. It's all just everybody is different. Yeah. So figuring out what they want, what's the cost of the hardware. And then $1,800 would like cover my time. Yeah. And then if they want finish, I can have added things. Like he wanted this is called a stinger. That's that point right there. It's like an old Gibson, like a little ornamental things. Yeah. All these little things add up.
Yeah, of course.
It's really just a function of time.
But it's a very good thing because a very good guitar, can be around $3,000-$4,000, right?
Oh yeah.
And then that makes sense if you make a good guitar that's tailored to you.
Oh right.
And
I bought here in Nashville we have Gibson Custom in town. Mm-hmm. I bought a gold top like 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. The street value on that guitar was $6,700, brand new guitar.
Wow, almost $7,000.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a price break on it, but I mean I still paid $4,000 or $5,000 for that guitar. That's just a Les Paul. Custom shop.
Good guitar, very well done. Do you have a story to say about one of your students that probably found a way to do something, repair, tune-ups or things? Do you remember one in specific?
So we teach repair as part of the curriculum. Yeah. So to answer that, I think everybody leaves here with a nice base knowledge of guitar repair. Yeah. Because this is Nashville. Yeah. This is a guitar town. Everybody here plays guitar. Yes. So you need to know how to repair them, how to work on them, because the reality is, this guitar when it's all done will probably be around $3,000. Like when it's out the door, that's a lot of money. Yes. So that's money that could go in your gas tank if you're on tour, or it's more important sometimes is to keep your road guitars functional, playing in tune and staying in tune, and that is what we teach here. But learning how to build a guitar is the foundation to repairing them. You need to build one.
Yeah, and it's so good
because the overall picture of it.
Your guitar works good, and it will be so good if you know how to adjust it.
How to adjust it, right?
Yeah.
I could take, there's a guy in town, his name is Jack Pearson. This guy is awesome, and he plays like a $300 Stratocaster. And he's one of the best players in town.
Wow.
And it's not even a Fender, it's a Squire. And
but he knows how to adjust it.
He gets it set up, he keeps it playing in tune. But he's just a phenomenal player. It's like if you gave Tiger Woods a set of pawn shop golf clubs, he's going to be incredible.
Yeah, that's good.
But
good
I'm sure he keeps his, it's the practice and stuff. But you need to set the guitar up to play in tune. And to stay in tune, make sure the frets are level, electronics are working correctly. when it gets beyond that, it's just kind of bells and whistles, you know.
Sometimes we don't keep our houses or our rooms, apartments, and the proper environment. So,
Right.
but you can fix them yourself, right?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes they just need. There's a metal rod that goes throughout the neck, and it's called the truss rod. And sometimes when it gets dry outside, the neck can move.
Yeah.
So that'll change that. And I've had customers bring me a guitar where it's literally like, okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
quick,
That's
there
all
you
it
go,
needed. Just
quick.
now it's playing in tune again, and they're
Of course,
like,
in
oh.
order to do that very quick, you need to learn and practice and practice.
Now that's easiest case scenario. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
What's more common is I found this guitar in my attic. It's
Yeah.
like 30 years old. It's like an old Gibson or something. It's worth some money. Can you restore this?
Yes.
So now I'm having to fix the rim, fix the sides braces, get in there, maybe reglue a bridge, possibly a neck reset. Like that's real surgery in a guitar. Refretting is very common.
Yeah.
You know, the frets don't last forever. You have to pull them out and put new ones in, and it has to be done clean.
Yes.
It has to look good.
Yes.
You know, and not just functional.
Because it's the
functional
feeling
standpoint.
of the player. Yeah, I mean, you want to have a good fret that is well
Right.
done. It doesn't hurt you sometimes.
Yes,
there's
you
guitar
want
that
fret
can hurt
ends
you.
that aren't sharp.
They're
It's
not.
like,
Yeah,
it's
you
all
don't
these,
want that.
all these little things that add up to a great playing guitar.
Was amazing. I'm gonna continue with a little tour here on the video of the Academy with the video.
Oh yeah.
And but it was amazing talking with you.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a fantastic school. I hope you enjoy it.
Yes,
Enjoy the tour.
I am, and I will. So, Michael, thank you so much for introducing us with one of your teachers. But can you show us a little bit more?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
So here in the shop, like I said, we have everything that you might encounter. You don't need all of it to build guitars, but depending on where you might work or what you want to do afterwards, we have every machine that you would possibly be using. Since we're over here and talking to Dave, we've got our downdraft table for sanding and getting things leveled out, ready for buffing. We've got two big buffing machines over here.
Okay, this is the one that we just saw working.
And
why this one has another color?
This is different buffing compounds for different processes of the buffing process.
So the wheel on the right there,
Yeah.
it looks black. So this is for buffing metal.
Oh.
So if you were to do metal, like say a truss rod cover, a control plate, or even going over your fingerboard with a wheel, if you wanted to buff out the frets, you don't want to put metal on doing a lacquer wheel.
Yeah, I
you
got
have
it.
to keep those two separated.
So, can you fix the covers of the pickups when they're all ugly and
Oh yeah.
so you can make them like an old Gibson that is all, like those covers metal.
Oh,
you
or
can
they're
fix-
like nickel and they've
Yeah.
oxidized. Sometimes if they go
Oxidized.
green, they've oxidized. Typically, you can clean that up with a little naphtha. But wear damage and wear, as long as it's honest wear, you actually want to leave that on the guitar.
Yeah, it looks
So
good.
yeah, if the guitar is like,
I know.
say it's checked, it's dinged out, as long as it's honest,
Yeah.
then a vintage guitar is worth way more money with the original finish
Yeah.
that's damaged on it
Yeah.
than a brand new like this, brand new
Yeah.
refinished. It's actually
Yeah.
worth more with the old paint on it.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's a good thing. So a lot of people out there might have one of those instruments thinking, "Oh, that ugly guitar," but that ugly guitar is a lot of money.
Oh yeah, and it's unfortunate too because there's a lot of well-meaning people. They're like, oh, that guitar, it's got this arm wear right there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna have that repainted. I'll help it.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
Leave it there.
No, leave it alone.
Leave it alone. It looks so good. It
Yeah.
looks good. It looks good when you're on playing there, right?
Yeah.
This guy has been playing a lot. Well, and then basically that's where in this room, you can build a guitar alone.
Yes.
Right
Yes.
here.
Yeah, you still need your workbenches and your hand tools, but we've got our band saws, which is kind of the lifeblood of a building shop.
So here you can do from a square piece of wood.
Yeah, you can resaw and cut real thin pieces like for tops and sides. You can cut all your different shapes for your body, for your neck. And then we have a scroll saw over there in the corners in case they want to do any ornamental work or additions to the guitar?
Like what he shows you right here in the top, on the
Yeah,
top?
I do know some luthiers that do pearl with a scroll saw. I actually just use a hand saw for the fine stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you can use scroll saws for cutting like a wooden pickguard. That's really nice for that. Or cutting out a bridge, just to rough out a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
You can do most things in a bandsaw, but sometimes you need the scroll saw just for certain jobs.
That's that instrument.
That's this one right here, the scroll saw. It just has a blade in there that just goes.
Perfect.
That's all it
Yeah.
does. So you can work on fine.
So you teach them how to use that.
Yeah, they learn how to use every single tool in this shop through the program.
How long does it take for a student to develop and the not just the knowledge but the skill of building your own guitar, or how long?
Well, in the 6-month program, they have gone from the design, learning to draft, to the end, having a completed guitar that they've completely built from scratch. From taking raw lumber to hand shaping the neck down, designing their body, cutting it out, winding their own pickups, doing all their own electronics. So in that 6 months, they have done the process and they know how to use the machinery. But a lot of it, of course, is going to depend on what they do after, how much time they spend, just like any type of skill you would learn.
So at home, how can someone that needs tools can continue working at home? What?
That's one thing that we try to teach them too, and especially with some of the teachers that have smaller shops. Most people can't afford or have the place to have all of these machines, but there's alternatives to every process. You don't have to have a bandsaw this size. There's smaller tools, there's different methods and different ways to do things, especially with smaller hand tools.
Perfect.
So we do teach them that as well. We don't want students to think when they come out they have to have all of this equipment to be able to continue their craft.
Or they can go and volunteer, or with another shop they're doing guitars, or
Yes, they get hired on. They get
intern.
hired on at repair facilities. They can start their own shop. They can go to work for manufacturers like Gibson or ESP or Schecter Guitars, where they would be in the plant, part of that manufacturing process.
Beautiful. So is there any other machine that you probably want to show me here, impress me with?
Well, a couple of them, vertical mills. We've got 2 of these here. We do different things from cutting out slots to fret slots to pockets. These machines are capable of an incredible amount of tasks.
Nice.
We also have a CNC router over here, a Laguna. We don't teach AutoCAD, but we want the students to see how they work, to understand how to change out tooling and
So
how they
AutoCAD
function.
is the design software, right?
Right.
That is precise.
Right.
That will give all the measurements and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't learn that,
No,
but
they learn how the machines function, and they learn how to set them up, how to run it, how to change out the tooling in it.
But you can also then later go for an AutoCAD
Yes.
certification, and that will put you in another level
Yes.
of hand guitar Luthier.
Yes.
That's the name, right? Then
Luthier, yes.
so
Some
you're
of our graduates will go to do that. Some of them, they don't all have the interest. We have had some students that learned that before coming in. So it's just a matter of what the student wants to do with the skills.
yes. Definitely, we need more guitarists and more Luthiers
Yes, we do.
around here. Rock music needs to
Definitely.
rock again.
It never stopped.
Yeah, let's make America rock again. Perfect. This is basically most of the time is going to be in this room. The students are going to be more.
It's split between this room and the classroom. We do have a finish room in the back where we have our spray booth and they do all their spraying. We've got
So, see, here you build the wood thing, the structure, right? The whole
Correct.
thing. Then you go to that room to do the electronics then.
You do electronics, you have drafting, you have lecture time, you have repairing, you do all of that in the main classroom.
Can you show me where you finish? You do your
Sure.
finish? Is it
Come
open?
on.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
very
sir.
much. Very nice meeting you.
All the luck. So you have got many Latin Americans coming here, right?
Oh, of course.
From Latin America.
Yes. from all over. This is our second classroom. This is where we do our acoustic building. Right now we're getting prepared for another class coming in. We're printing curriculum, getting materials ordered, and getting ready for the next big start. And now we go back here to our lovely break room, and then into our finish room. This is where we do all of the spray painting. We just got done putting in all new filters in. We've got the fire suppression system, lights that come on. We have plenty of room for an instructor and a student, or to be working on 2 guitars, or have plenty of room for the instructor to show the technique and get that down.
So you hang up the guitar from there.
Hang the guitars from here. We've got 2 sets of guns coming in. So we'll do the finish process, whether we do polyester or lacquer, polyurethane. Then we also have our airbrush equipment over here that we'll teach when we're doing repairs or custom graphics.
Nice, like these guys that like to do faces and things. Yes. There you go. If you have the skill, just learn how to use the equipment. If you have the talent, just learn the skill of the talent of the equipment. And there you go. You can do. You can actually just one of the things that you can do also not building the whole guitar, but you can redesign someone else's guitar.
Oh, modify? Yes, yeah. Definitely. You can take an existing guitar, you can change out a neck, you can change out electronics, you can add push-pull knobs, you can do anything to it.
We need more Eddie Van Halen's, right?
Right.
He was a crazy man, and he really put rock music and with a new sound and everything just by being that person, right?
Right.
You learn all those things he talks about. I mean, right here with you, right?
Right here. We teach everything.
Can you tell me a little bit about your amp workshop?
Yeah, the amp workshop that we have, we do that periodically. It's taught by Jeff Heim of Heim Amplification. It's a 2-day workshop, 8 hours per day, where the teacher, Jeff, will build an amplifier. As he's doing that, he's explaining every aspect of it, from signal flow to components to power amps to tubes to modifications, so that by the end of that 2 days, the students are able to buy an amp kit and build it themselves, or they're able to take an existing amp they have and make modifications to it to get a different tone out of it they may be looking for, or to make repairs, to change the tubes and rebias.
Like I have a PB50.
Classic 50.
Yeah, Classic 50. And right now I'm not sure if it will be okay for me to change tubes.
Mm-hmm.
So with this workshop, you have do I learn to find if it's one of the tubes needs to be changed, or do I need to have a tool?
That's exactly part of what you would learn in here.
Okay, great.
You would understand signal flow. You'd be able to read the measurements of what it should look like on an oscilloscope or on a meter to know if maybe one of your tubes is bad, and then be able to change it, knowing which kind of tube to change and how to rebias your amp for those new tubes.
You know, it's back in the few years ago, I was trying to repair one of my amps. I couldn't get it repaired because the complicated situation. But it was, everybody just talk about one guy who repairs in Atlanta. He was Amp Works, I guess, something. He's very reputable. But there's not many. Not many, and we need more people. We need more people that specialize on music,
yes,
and amps and all that.
And the reason for that is in today's world, in technology, amplifier technology is older. It's what you really want are the old components and the vacuum tubes, and there's just not a lot of people that are teaching that or getting into that as much.
Yes, and hopefully we don't all turn into the digital thing where people bring in an iPad to amplify getting the sound of the guitar. Come on, don't do that.
There's a place for it, but if you're someone like most of us here, we love that pure tone, that raw tone you can only get from tube amps.
That's right. So this is a beautiful thing to know that you guys exist and that you're keeping things like it should. you know, instruments and art mixed together with science and technology and all these things that make the beautiful music of rock and country and all that still alive, and have musicians that depend on their instruments, and that's very good. Thank you so much. Do you want to go just back and another? Okay.
The pictures on the walls are all of student guitars that they built while they were here.
Oh, really? I was wondering. So basically, this guitar is a real picture of a guitar that one of your students built right here while he was taking his 6 months
Yes, it was.
course. This guy decided to have a head neck like that, right? He said, I want that neck. I mean, the head.
This is based off of a Rhodes style body, but it's a bass, and he designed the headstock, and he drafted it out.
I have an idea for one guitar. One day I'm gonna develop it.
Here's where we're highlighting some inlay that the students were doing.
Great. See? Beautiful. Well, it was amazing tour you give us. And now here, a friend, Darío. What do you think? ¿Qué hablas?
Awesome. I love this place.
Really?
Yes, it
¿Te
is.
gusta? ¿Te quedas aquí?
Yes.
Te dejo aquí, yo me voy. Yo me llevo el carro. Yo me llevo el carro. Fíjate, tú que ahorita en español.
Sí, cuéntame.
Would you mind if I have a conversation here with Darío? My friend is coming with me from Atlanta to visit this awesome city. We had so much fun last night. We're gonna have much more fun tonight here in the capital of music in United States.
Hermosa ciudad.
Hermosa ciudad. But we're gonna go in Spanish now. ¿Qué opinas?
No, increíble. Hay gran posibilidad aquí de prepararse, de encontrar una manera diferente de cómo ganarse la vida. Las certificaciones que puedes obtener aquí son las mejores. Tenemos esto, no está al otro lado de Estados Unidos, en California, lo tenemos aquí en Tennessee, y el lugar está excelente. La gente, los instructores, el mismo propietario del lugar, y lo que vas a aprender acá me parece increíble, y las locaciones.
No, y la gente que vas a conocer, los músicos, son músicos de verdad que son Grammy Award winners, right? O sea, son the guys that come here, instructors, and people that is around this school, the alumni. There some people that are Grammy Award winners, or they're very highly established in the music industry, right?
Yes.
So we're so happy to be here, Michael, and thank you so much for opening up the doors
Thank you so much for coming down.
Yes, we have passion for music, and we believe in rock music and country music and everything that is done by humans. Hate machines and all that thing, and reggaeton must die. Estas guitarras las diseñaron.
Ajá.
Son hechas aquí. Estudiantes de aquí dijeron, ¿sabes qué? Yo quiero esta guitarra que parece más... What kind of guitar is that? Ernie Ball kind of style? You don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't really know what he was basing that off of.
I have seen that
It's kind
style.
of like an Ibanez, but
right?
Something, but yeah.
But then he changed something.
I actually hired this guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's this?
This is Craig Standridge. He was retired from the Air Force, and he wanted to get a kind of a new career going. He had always played guitar and loved tinkering with them. So he built an exceptional guitar, and everything was done by hand. The neck was carved out of a slab of wood. He built his own pickups, designed his electronics, did his own finishing. It's a beautiful guitar.
Para todos nuestros amigos que están en Latinoamérica, que dicen, ¿sabes qué? Yo quiero aprender a construir guitarras eléctricas, o quiero conocer la industria, qué mejor que Nashville, que venir aquí, tomarte un curso. Puede ser un workshop de 3 días o una semana, o puede ser el curso entero de 6 meses. Estar aquí en la escuela, conocer gente,
la ciudad,
te la vas a pasar bien. En peligro terminas en una banda pues, aquí, o a lo mejor empiezas a trabajar con una banda en manteniéndole su equipo. Sabrá Dios. El detalle es que lo tomen en cuenta como una forma de un oficio. O sea, es un oficio que no necesariamente los latinos tenemos que hacer ciertas cosas nada más, ¿no? O sea, podemos ser excelentes. Pues en inglés le llaman Luthiers, right? Le llaman Luthiers. Pero pues son pues artesanos de la música, fabricantes de la música. Muchas gracias por estar con nosotros en este video. Si les gusta, pues lo comparten. Que estén muy bien. Gracias, Michael.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys coming out.
Yes. Well, no, you're buying beer.
Okay.